Holla, Maccabees. We gon' make it out the hood. We gon' make it out the gut. We gon' make it, yo. After the storm, the sun gon' shine. It's for the 12 tribes. Let your light shine. Last gon' be first.
Bad enough. Now someone's been going around stealing gas from others.
And the theft is costing car owners a lot more than it would to fill up. News Edge reporter Denise Dillon tells us how the thieves are doing it.
You would think someone is simply siphoning the gas, but no, someone is drilling holes into the car's gas tank and letting the gas drain out.
The guy heard him come out and, ran around his car and got back in, and he had a gas tank, and then he could hear and smell all the gas pouring out of his truck.
Michelle King says her husband saw a suspicious man carrying a small gas can near his truck one morning. The Kings believe that man drilled this hole in the gas tank.
We just watched all the gas pour out onto the street, and the guy just had a little can, so he had maybe gotten a gallon or two out of all of that.
King soon learned through social media the same thing happened to many others across Edgewood, Kirkwood, and East Atlanta. She didn't know anything was wrong with her car until she got about 2 miles down the road.
The light turned green and the car cut off, so no go.
She knew she had just filled up the night before, but tried to put more gas into it anyway.
I look up under my car, $75 worth of gas is flowing on the ground now like honey.
Her mechanic told her someone had drilled a hole in her tank. These are the metal shavings. She's frustrated and angry.
This is very costly. Like a tank for my car was anywhere from $700 and up. Like, some people tanks are $2,000, depending on the type of vehicle you have. This is causing a lot of trouble for people.
I'm told initially not many people called police about this, thinking nothing could be done. But now, thanks to social media, more and more people are coming together. They're sending videos and images of the person they think is doing it and the car that he is driving, hoping police can put an end to the gas thefts. In Atlanta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
This morning, gas prices soaring to the highest average ever recorded, $4.17 a gallon.
I just filled up right now, and it cost me $50 versus normally it costing me $30.
Up 10 cents in just one day and 55 cents since last week, eclipsing the previous record of $4.10 a gallon set 14 years ago.
In California, $4 a gallon would be a relief. The average there is $5.28. Prices at this Shell station in Los Angeles hitting nearly $7.
Oh my God.
Gas prices shocking drivers at the pump.
It's $100 and it's not even a full tank.
Record low price of oil that you've been seeing. It's at a level that's very interesting to a lot of people. We're filling up our national petroleum reserves, the strategic reserves, and we're looking to put as much as 75 million barrels into the reserves themselves. That would top it out. That would be first time in a long time it's been topped out. We'd get it for the right price. The radical left. Have you ever heard of the radical left, Brian? You don't want to hear about them. You don't want to know about them. Is fighting to abolish American energy, destroy the oil and gas industries, and wipe out your jobs. If these far-left politicians ever get into power, they will demolish not only your industry, but the entire U.S. economy. Would you close down the oil industry?
By the way, I would transition from the oil industry, yes.
Oh,
I would
that's
transition.
a big statement.
It is a big statement.
That's a
because
big statement.
I would stop.
Why would you do that?
Because the oil industry pollutes significantly.
I see.
Here's the deal. But
That's
you
a
can't
big
do
statement.
that. Well, if you let me finish the statement, because it has to be replaced by renewable energy over time. Over time. And I'd stop giving to the oil industry, I'd stop giving them federal subsidies. He won't give federal subsidies to the gas. To solar and wind.
Yeah.
Why are we giving it to oil industry?
We actually do give it to solar and wind.
We
and
have
that's
one
maybe the
final
biggest
question.
statement in terms of business. That's the biggest statement.
Okay.
Because
We have
basically
one
what he's
final
saying
question,
is he is
Mr.
going to
President.
destroy the oil industry. We have more oil than anybody, okay? And it's an incredible thing that it's happened over the last few years, a lot of great things, and you're paying, what, $2 a gallon for your gasoline? That's okay. You know what that's like? That's like a tax cut. That's bigger than a tax cut. If Biden got in, you'd be paying $7, $8, $9. Didn't they say, get rid of your car?
Drivers are paying this. Nearly $7 for regular unleaded, nearly $8 for premium.
Gas stations across the country, prices are shooting up higher and faster than they have in more than a decade. Breaking records in California, $5, $6, premium as high as a jaw-dropping $7.55.
If it's going to be $7 now, it's going to be $9 pretty soon.
If Biden got in, you'd be paying $7, $8, $9. Didn't they say, get rid of your car?
Clean transportation can bring significant cost savings for the American people as well. Last month, we announced a $5 billion investment to build out a nationwide electric vehicle charging network so that people from rural to suburban to urban communities can all benefit from the gas savings of driving an EV.
Loosening environmental regulations or pulling back clean energy investment won't, let me explain, will not lower energy prices for families. But transforming our economy to run on electric vehicles powered by clean energy with tax credits to help American families winterize their homes and use less energy, that will help.
What is the White House, what is the president's message to Americans who are going to the gas station today and seeing prices so high?
Well, the president's message is that he is going to do everything he can to reduce the impact on the American people, including the price of gas at the tank. What is also true is that because of the actions of President Putin, because he invaded a sovereign country, that created instability in the markets.
It sounds like you guys are blaming Putin for the increase in gas prices recently, but weren't gas prices going up anyway because of post-pandemic supply chain issues?
Good question.
Well, I think there's no question that, as we have seen, and outside analysts have conveyed this as well, the increase and the anticipated continued increase, which is, I think, what some of your colleagues were asking about, that is a direct result of the invasion of Ukraine.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Gasoline is going to stop at $6, $7, I think, based on what I'm seeing. We were energy independent when I left. And right now, I would have to say we are no longer energy independent.
Gas prices are soaring with little end in sight.
Americans are spending $430 million more every day on gasoline than just 1 year ago today.
High gas prices. This is a problem. The big part of the reason Americans are facing high gas prices is because oil-producing countries and large companies have not ramped up the supply of oil quickly enough to meet the demand. And while our combined actions will not solve the problem of high gas prices overnight, it will make a difference. It will take time, but before long, you should see the price of gas drop where you fill up your tank.
You say that you're going to do everything that you can to reduce the impact that high gas prices have on Americans. We're asking other countries to think about maybe pumping more oil. Why not just do it here?
Well, to be very clear, federal policies are not limiting the supplies of oil and gas.
What about additional production here in the United States, Patrick? Because the Biden administration did everything that they possibly could to discourage that.
Well, absolutely, they did. I think they've realized part of their mistake with the Department of Interior actually releasing more permits in Biden's first year than Trump. So I think they've backwalked a lot of what Biden had come in strong-arming the market early on, and they're kind of learning that there are ramifications to the optics that the president has presented or did present. And I would look for a slow undoing of some of those policies as we progress with high energy prices. The president realizes that he's going to have to loosen his tone.
Patrick DeHaan, thank you so much. I guess $4 a gallon, with the record high for the national average was $4.11 in July of 2008, right?
That's right, and we're going to get very close. We could even breach that this year.
today, the average price for a gallon of gas sits, there it is, $4.17, topping the record. That's the national average. That's the national average.
Okay, not the average in my neighborhood. Thank you.
Yeah. Come to mind.
let me just be clear.
It was $4.10 back in 2008. Experts say relief isn't coming anytime.
First gonna be last. After the storm, the sun gonna shine. It's for the 12 tribes. Let your light shine. Last gonna be first. First gonna be last. Last gonna be first. First gonna be last. Never give up. Never give up. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. Know you feel like you stuck. Struggling to pay the bills. Never seem like enough. All praise to the Father, giving us enough. Never had much when we was growing up. Daddy said, don't complain, we was coming up. Rest in peace, Big Albert taught me so much. Didn't have much to say, his actions was enough. Take a look around and just look at our community. Study the Torah, we can fix our community. Submit to the Lord, don't hate your community. Love yourself and show love to your community. Unity, charity to one another. How you love the Father if you don't love one another? Hypocrites undercover, sellouts undercover. It's a new generation, traitors gon' be uncovered. We gon' make it through the struggle. We gon' make it through the struggle. The Father gave us the victory because He first loved us. You see faith and work, they go hand in hand. And truth is only for the 1/3. You comprehend? Matthew chapter 5, 12 through 22. We try to make it to the kingdom. What about you? 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 Try to make it to the kingdom. What about you? What about you? After the storm, the sun gon' shine. It's for the 12 tribes. Let your light shine. Last gon' be first. First gon' be last. Last gon' be first. First gon' be last. After the storm, the sun gon' shine. It's for the 12 tribes. Let your light shine. Last gon' be first. First